John 6:12. Hoste in a place thesan, lege tois mathetais autou, sunagagete ta peresusanta klasmata, hina me ti apaletai. Here this is following the distribution of the broken bread and fish miraculously multiplied to the crowds. And now we read, now when they were filled, that is when the people were filled with food. This verb here, in a place thesan, comes from the lexical form impimplemi, right? You'll notice that is a me verb. The real root of this verb is a play or a pla, right? It's a little tricky, some of the oddities of the spelling of this verb. I refer you to Mounce's Morphology of Biblical Greek for a fuller discussion. But here's the root right there, the play or the pla, right, with this me verb. And then we have the prepositional prefix here, the m that's changed in spelling to in. So if you look here, we have an augment, right? There's an augment. We have a theta. Bam! Augment theta. It's going to be an aorist passive, right? There's your person kicking back there with their remote control feeling passive. This is an aorist passive indicative, and that's a third-person plural ending. They were filled, and here's your little introductory when. Now, when they were filled, he said, that is, Jesus said, notice narrative or historical present, he said to his disciples, and here's what he said. Here's an imperative, sunagagete, right? The lexical form of that is sunago. The second aorist is sunagagon. And if we want to make an imperative of the aorist, we have to take off the augment because imperatives don't have augments, and we're left with the stem sunagog, right? And then we have the second person plural imperative ending. So this here is this form here, sunagagete, is a second aorist active imperative, second person plural, gather together. And then here's the direct object. They're together, the abounding fragments, that is the leftover fragments, the leftover pieces of food that have been distributed. Gather together the abounding fragments so that we know the subjunctive's coming. There's a lengthened variable vowel. This is from apolumi. This particular form here is an aorist middle subjunctive third singular. Third singular, but the subject is T. Anything. So that, super literal here, so that anything might not be lost, so that anything might not be wasted. In other words, so that nothing will be wasted.